I want relax 10 minutes conversation with you in English topic of drawing and painting.
Absolutely. I'd love to chat about that. So, do you like to draw or paint more, or do you kind of dabble in both? And is it more a casual hobby for you, or do you kind of take it seriously, like a creative outlet?
For you, what is your draw
Ah, good.
painting?
Ah, got it. So, for me, drawing and painting are really relaxing. I mostly sketch with pencil, but I dabble in watercolor sometimes. How about you? What's your favorite medium to work with?
Favorite drawing and
Ooh, nice.
painting like uh,
Yeah,
hero.
absolutely. I think there's something really soothing about working with watercolors, the way the colors blend and flow. Do you have a favorite subject you like to paint, like nature, portraits, or maybe abstract stuff?
Like nature.
That sounds really calming. I bet you get some beautiful effects, especially with things like trees or water. Do you usually paint outside or do you work from photos indoors?
From outside because it's very
Ah,
well.
yeah, that must be really nice to be out in nature, just taking everything in while you paint. I imagine the fresh air and the sounds really help get you into that creative flow.
For you, inside or
Yeah,
outside?
yeah, there's definitely a different vibe inside versus outside. Inside, it's nice because you have all your materials organized, but outside, you really get that inspiration from the world around you. Do you have a favorite spot where you like to go?
What is the famous painting?
Ooh, that's a fun one. I think one of my favorites is a sunset over a lake. There's just something about the colors reflecting off the water. It's so peaceful. What about you? Do you have a favorite painting or a style you really admire?
Style is horizontal or vertical?
Ah, yes. So usually I think a sunset over a lake works really well in a horizontal format, kind of
Yeah.
like a wide panoramic view. But honestly, a vertical format can be really cool too, especially if you focus more on the sky and the reflection. So it kind of depends.
For you, how what is hard, drawing or painting?
Ooh, that's a really good question. I think it kind of depends on the person. Drawing, especially with details, can be super precise, but painting lets you play more with color and texture. So I think both have their challenges.
For you, what is the famous painting?
Ah, good one. I mean, there are so many, but some classics would be the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci or Starry Night by Van Gogh. Those just have such a huge impact on art history.
What is the date of Starry Night?
Yeah, so Starry Night was painted by Vincent van Gogh in 1889. It's one of his most famous works, and he actually painted it from memory while he was in an asylum in Saint Remy.
What about Mona Lisa?
Ah, the Mona Lisa was painted by Leonardo da Vinci in the early 1500s, 1503 and 1506. It's known for her mysterious smile and just how iconic it is in art history.
Who is the famous painter in the world?
Ooh, that's a big history. Some of the most famous painters would be Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, Van Gogh, Picasso. Each of them kind of defined their era and left a huge mark on art.
What is the piece of art of Van Gogh?
Ah, yeah. So Van Gogh painted a lot of really famous pieces, things like The Starry Night, Sunflowers, and Cafe Terrace at Night. His bold colors and emotional style are just super recognizable.
Who is the famous painter in the Philippines?
Ah, that's a great question. One of the most famous Filipino painters is Fernando Amorsolo. He's known for his beautiful sunlit landscapes and his portrayals of Filipino life. So he's kind of a national icon.
What is the his art?
Yeah, so Fernando Amorsolo's art really focuses on everyday Filipino life. He often painted farmers, women doing traditional tasks in rural landscapes, usually with this warm golden light. It really captures a sense of national identity.
He is the one of the famous painter in the Philippines.
Exactly. Yeah, Amorsolo is definitely one of the most celebrated painters in the Philippines. His works are all over museums, and he's really considered a pioneer in Filipino art.
For you, hard the drawing?
Yeah, that's a great point. I think for me, a dream would be to have a quiet little studio space, kind of a corner with big windows, lots of natural light, and just all my art supplies around me. What about you?
My my painting is so ugly.
I know that feeling, but honestly, it's all part of the process. Every artist has those days where they don't love what they create, but it doesn't mean it's not valuable or that you won't improve. Just keep at it.
What is the abstract painting?
Great question. So, abstract painting is when the artist uses shapes, colors, and forms without trying to represent anything realistic. It's more about evoking emotion or exploring pure color and composition.
What is the famous painting in the USA?
Yeah. Some really famous paintings in the US would be things like American Gothic by Grant Wood or The Persistence of Memory by Salvador Dali, which has a big impact even in the States.
How about is the Titanic painting?
Yeah. So, one really famous Titanic painting is The Sinking of the Titanic by Willie Stower. It's a well known historical painting that really captures that dramatic moment.
How about other painting?
For sure. Another really famous one is Nightfall on the Titanic by Ken Marshall. He does these really detailed, almost photographic paintings of the ship and the events of that night.
Who paint in Nightfall Titanic?
Yeah, exactly. So, Nightfall on the Titanic really brings that whole atmosphere to life. There's a sense of calm, but also really poignant tension as the ship is sinking. It's such a powerful image.
What is the famous painting in Korea?
Yeah. One of the most famous Korean paintings is Moonlight Landscape by Jung Sun. He was a master of traditional Korean landscape painting, and his work really captured the beauty of nature in Korea.
What is the meaning of moonlight landscape?
Yeah, so Moonlight Landscape is all about capturing a serene, almost mystical nighttime scene. The moonlight reflects off the water, and the landscape feels peaceful and kind of timeless. It really embodies traditional Korean aesthetics.
How about the Japan, the famous painting?
In Japan, one of the most famous paintings is The Great Wave off Kanagawa by Hokusai. It's part of his 36 Views of Mount Fuji series, and it's just iconic, so dynamic and powerful.
How about the China?
Yeah. So in China, one of the most famous paintings is Along the River During the Qingming Festival by Zhang Ziduan. It's
Uh,
this incredibly deep.
how about the Great Wall of the China?
Gotcha. So in China, another really iconic painting is The Fisherman and the Woodcutter by Qi Baishi. He's famous for his expressive brushwork, especially in his paintings of nature, animals, and daily life.
For you, for you, what is the famous painting?
That's a really tough one since there are so many incredible paintings out there. But if I had to pick a personal favorite, I think I'd say The Starry Night. There's just something about its mood and color that really draws me in.
What the meaning of Starry Night?
Yeah, so The Starry Night is often seen as a reflection of Van Gogh's emotional state. The swirling skies and bright stars kind of evoke both wonder and a sense of turbulence. It's really open to interpretation, but it's super evocative.
How about the painting of Van Gogh?
Yeah, so Van Gogh's paintings like The Starry Night really capture his inner emotions. He used these bold, expressive brushstrokes and vibrant colors, and each painting kind of bursts with feeling.
How about the Leonardo da Vinci?
So Leonardo da Vinci's paintings are just as iconic, but in a different way. His work, like the Mona Lisa or the Last Supper, is all about balance, realism, and incredible detail. He really blended science and art.
What's the meaning of the Last Supper?
Yeah, so The Last Supper by Da Vinci is a depiction of Jesus' final meal with his disciples. Each figure's reaction and emotion is really carefully portrayed, and it's kind of a dramatic moment frozen in time.